Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Let's Look at Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Unearthed Arcana. We're just going to jump... Oops, hold on. We're just going to jump right into it and continue with... I think we're on Cleric Spells? Cleric Spells 6th level, apparently. I guess that's where we stopped, but we've got Forbiddance, Hero's Feast, a staple. Okay, 7th level spells. There was only 2 6th. There's only 2 6th, okay. 7th level Exaction. When this spell is employed, the cleric confronts some powerful creature from another When this spell is employed, the cleric confronts some powerful creature from another plane, including divas and powerful named demons, for instance, but not demigods or deities of any sort, and requires of it some duty or quest. Okay, Sucre. And we're on... Maybe I stopped at Druid spells? It doesn't matter. Druid spells. First level, Ceremony, which isn't, everybody knows Ceremony. Detect Balance, Detect Poison. Prestidigitation, which is, I assume, Make It Rain. This spell is identical to the first level clerical spell of the same name, except that the druid needs mistletoe as an additional... See, I like this book. I like the look of it, but it's very text-heavy. And so far, a lot of these spells specifically say, oh, you need this book. Like Precipitation here says the spell is identical to the first level clerical spell of the same name, except that the druid needs mistletoe as an additional material component. Doesn't tell me what it does. So if I don't have the book that has that spell, I'm out of luck. Flame Blade, Goodberry, Reflecting Pool. Hold on. This spell enables a druid to cause a pool of normal water found in a natural setting to act as a scrying device. Okay, we know this one. The pool can be of no greater diameter than 2 feet per level of the spellcaster. The effect is to create a scrying device smaller to a crystal ball, in which the same fashion as the magic user spell Magic Mirror and the clerical spell Magic Font. Okay. So Poison, third level, Cloudburst, No Alignment, Spike Growth, Starshine. A Starshine spell enables the druid to softly illuminate an area as if we're exposed to a clear night sky filled with stars. Okay. Self-explanatory. 5th level, Moonbeam. Really? I thought Moonbeam... Well, it might not be a staple. Spike Stones. Again, this spell is the same as the 5th level clerical spell of the same name. So why even include it? Just adding it as a druid spell. Why not just tell me the spell? I understand that I may need the other books to play, but say you get this... and you don't have those books, or I don't know. It's just weird. Because even in the new books, if they add a spell, even if it's the same as another one, I'm pretty sure they give you the description either way. But that's 5th level, there's only 2. 6th level, Live Oak. This spell enables the druid to select a healthy oak tree and cast a Dwemer upon it as to cause it to serve as a protector. Okay, that makes sense. Transmute water to dust. When this spell is cast, the subject area instantly undergoes a change from liquid to powdery dust. Okay. Note that if the water was already muddy, the area of effect will be expanded to be double normal, while if wet mud is concerned, the area of effect will be quadrupled. Okay. 7th level, Change Staff. Hold on, I gotta mute my phone. Make sure that's muted. 7th level, Change Staff. By means of this spell, the druid is able to change his or her staff from a pole of dead wood into a tree of largest size. So I notice a lot of these unearthed spells. Since I just went over the Player's Handbook for 2nd edition AD&D, some of the spells in here, which is, I assume, I may be wrong, but I assume this is for 1st edition AD&D, carried over to 2nd edition, and were just in the book. Like Change Staff is one of them. I think Reflecting Pool is another one. So there you go. I see they added them and they kept them. Sunray, and then we get magic user spells, cantrips. Here, let's read this. Cantrips are the magical spells learned and used by apprentice magic users and illusionists during a long, rigorous, and tedious training for the craft of magic use. An aspiring magic user or illusionist may use 1 cantrip per day as a zero level neophyte, and 3 cantrips per day as a 0 level apprentice. Cantrips must be memorized just as higher level spells are. Most cantrips are simple little spells of no great effect, so when the individual becomes a first level magic user, the knowledge and information pertaining to these small magics are discarded in favor of the more powerful spells then available. However, a magic user may opt to retain up to 4 cantrips in place of 1 first-level spell. Okay, so it's not like you get to keep them. The second you get other spells, you still need it. I think this really makes no sense. An aspiring magic user or illusionist may use 1 cantrip per day as a 0-level neophyte, and then it has negative 2,000 XP to negative 1,001 XP. So, I don't know. It's very confusing. This book has been the most confusing one I've read so far. Hands down. Easily the most confusing one. But useful cantrips. Chill. Clean. Color. By use of this cantrip, the caster brings color to an object. It can be used to restore faded hues or tinge those already colored with a different hue. Okay. Dampen. Dry. Dust. Oh, there's so many. Exterminate. When this cantrip is used, the caster may kill a small pest such as a fly, mouse, rat, beetle, or the like. It is useful for indoor and outdoor applications. If the subject is very small, an area up to 1/2 cubic foot can be rid of pests. Okay. A lot of these are pretty self-explanatory in the title. Flavor, freshen, gather, polish, salt, shine, spice, sprout, stitch, sweeten, tie. A lot of these are things you can just do. I'd like to tie a tie. Well, no, I'm just going to cast the cantrip tie to do it. Warm, wrap, reversed cantrips. Curdle. This cantrip is broader than its name, for it affects many food and drink items. The magic curdles milk and hastens spoilage or wilting, but does not putrefy food and drink as per that spell. It has a permanent effect on the object. It is otherwise similar to freshen. The caster verbalizes a retching sound while pointing the thumb downward. So, I get some of them. That's very weird. A lot of these cantrips nowadays are, they have some modest use, whether they be I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there's damage spells. There's similar to this spells that kind of just do stuff that you might. But these cantrips gather. The cantrip enables the caster to naturally gather numerous small objects into a stack or pile. You could do that with your hands. It's weird. Dirty, dusty, hairy, knot, revel, which is the opposite of stitch, sour, spill, tangle, tarnish, untie, goes right with tie, wilt, legerdemain cantrips, change, distract. Okay, let's read change. By the means of a change cantrip, the caster alters one small object to another. Allow the change must be within the same kingdom, and only the animal and vegetable objects are affected. Thus, a piece of parchment can be changed to a brightly colored cloth square. Then the cloth can be changed to a rose by the use of this cantrip. Okay. Another thing is a lot of these smaller ones like change, flavor, freshen, gather. Not gather, but flavor, freshen. They kind of just get replaced with, what is it called? It's that cantrip. I'm drawing a blank. I know what it's called. I'm drawing a blank. Distract, hide, mute, palm, present, person affecting cantrips. Belch, really self-explanatory. Blink. By means of the cantrip, the caster causes the subject, person, or creature to blink his or her eyes, eye or eyes. Specify eye or eyes, because cyclopses. The blinking reaction is only momentary, of course, lasting no more than half a second. Well, what's the point? Why would I make someone blink? I wouldn't want to waste a cantrip on that. Cough, giggle, nod, scratch, sneak. Can you use nod to hey, can I come in? Nod. And then they nod and you're like, oh, thank you. And they're like, what? No. Twitch, wink, yawn. My goodness. Personal cantrip, still B. When this cantrip is used, the caster summons a honeybee from someplace. Just someplace. Where is of no importance, for the creature appears in seconds. Oh, my eye is all blurry. The bee will appear whatever spot the caster is gazing at, up to one distance from him or her. The bee is, of course, annoyed and is 90% likely to sting any living creature it finds itself upon. Okay. Blue light, bug, fire finger. Oh, this actually is kind of cool. Firefinger. Cantrip enables the caster to cause a jet of flame up to 1/2 foot in length to shoot forth from his or her finger. The flame is very hot and will ignite combustible materials such as parchment, twigs, kindling, and the like without difficulty, providing the materials are relatively dry. The flame persists for up to one segment. To bring about the magic of the cantrip, the caster speaks a word of power over elemental fire, such as a Ronson, Zippo, or the much revered Dunhill. Extends the forefinger and makes a sideways motion with the thumb. It doesn't have any damage, so I don't know if you could damage anybody with that. I'm still trying to think of that spell. It's the cantrip used. Oh, what is it? I don't remember. I'll put it in the description. Mouse, smoke puff, spider. Is that like bee? Yep, much as does bee or bug. Tweak, unlock. The cantrip enables the caster to conjure an invisible key-like force appropriate to the key-like force appropriate to the locking mechanism to be opened or closed. The unlock cantrip will affect only simple locks or the most basic sort, typically those which have closing pressure prongs or bolt pins, or bolt and spring closures. Locks with tumblers or levels, as well as secret combination locks, are not subject to this cantrip. Okay. Haunting sound cantrips. Creak, footfall, groan, moan, rattle, tap, thump, whistle. And then we're on to first level spells. Okay, and there's alarm. Armor. Right off the bat, I recognize these. Firewater. Okay, don't recognize that one. By means of this spell, the magic user changes the volume water to a volatile, flammable substance similar to alcohol and likewise lighter than water. Okay, I get it. Grease. Melt. When a melt spell is cast, the magic user effectively raises the temperature in the area of effect. This sudden increase in warmth will melt ice in one round, so that a first level magic user can melt a cube of sawed ice 1 yard in a side, one round after the spell is cast, so the ice becomes water. Oh, that's kind of I get it, but that's weird. Mount. Precipitation again, and it just says it is a first level spell, except for that a holy symbol is not part of the material component. Run. Yes. The run spell enables the recipient to run at full speed, twice normal speed, from 5 to 8 hours without tiring. That's pretty damn powerful. Holy crap. 5 to 8 hours without tiring, twice normal speed. That is a first level spell? Okay. Taunt. Wizard Mark. Second level spells. Bind. Deep Pockets. Flaming Sphere. Irritation. No Alignment. Melf's Acid Arrow. Another staple. Preserve. Protection from cantrips. Tasha's Uncontrollable Hideous Laughter. Vocalize. Whip. Zephyr. Third level spells. Cloudburst. Detect Illusion. Item. By means of this spell, the magic user is able to touch any normal, non-magical item of a size appropriate to the global area of effect and cause it to shrink to 1/20th of its normal size. Optionally, the caster can also change its now shrunken composition to a cloth-like one. What? Only living things are entitled to a saving throw versus spell, but each save is at +4. Wait, you can turn people? Objects and creature turrets formed into cloth make saving throws normally, and if not altered, against subsequent attacks. Objects changed by an item spell can be returned to normal composition and size merely by tossing them into any solid surface or by word of command from the original spellcaster. It is possible to affect a fire in its fuel with this spell. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Material, Melf's Minute Meteors, Secret Page, Sepia Snake Sigil, Wind Wall, 4th level spells. I think I'll finish 4th level spells. Dispel Illusion, Evar's Black Tentacles, Leoman's Secure Shelter, Magic Mirror, Autoluke's Resilient Sphere, Shout, Stone Skin, Ultravision, and then we're on to 5th level spells. Okay, so I think that's good. Learned a lot. This book, it's probably the least favorite I've read so far out of the 3 I've done, which is the Rule Cyclopedia and the Player's Handbook for AD&D 2nd. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's very text heavy, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't have. Like I don't think I have a Player's Handbook or a Dungeon Master's Guide for this edition, so there's a lot of spells that I just don't have access to. Now, obviously, back in the day, you would probably have those books before you ever had this one, but I don't. So I find it kind of weird that there's a lot of spells like Precipitation where they just say, oh, it's the same as the other spell, you just got to read it. Oh, it has like minor differences, but it doesn't tell me the spell. But I guess that's it for today. If you If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and think about subscribing. And if you leave a comment, I may not reply to comments, but I do read them. So thanks for watching.